So I'm guessing that since today's recipe is a sweet potato casserole, you have no problem figuring out that this is a sweet potato. Anyway, just want to show this to you. All the skin's all soft and everything. So this one I've already cooked. I cooked these a couple nights ago, threw them in the fridge. They're great to eat as a side dish. So when you make this, make a couple extras. One big one like this is going to give you about 1 cup of mashed sweet potato when you're done. I put these in the oven and I cooked them at 350 degrees F for 2 hours. After the 2 hours, I turned the oven off, let them sit in there for another 30 minutes. So you could cook these for about 2.5 hours. They're really done at about 1.5 hours, but if you cook them a little longer, the sugar content really develops and starts to caramelize in there. And if you really want to make them good, let them set on the barbecue grill. You know, when you get done barbecuing, throw them in there, let them sit there and just cook all night. And then fantastic that way. Anyway, so I have 3 cups of mashed up sweet potato. I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. I mean, it is that time of the year. I have a quarter cup of dark brown sugar that's been packed. Now what's really gonna set this off is I have a 1/4 cup of molasses. This makes the difference. Now ice maker. And then I have half a stick of butter. Gonna give this a really good mix. So at this point, my battery goes dead. Anyway, I have a little 9x9 casserole dish. I've lightly buttered up, and I'm gonna put the mixture in there, and then we're gonna put everything into the oven. It's a 350 degree oven for 20 minutes. Let it get nice and hot. Okay, so here I have half a stick of butter that I've melted, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna get this blended in. I have half a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. It needs a little salt, and I thought, well, maybe put a little kick in it as well. And of course, you're making this for the kids, you may not want to do that. Anyway, we're going to get this incorporated and get this sugar melted down. All right, our sugar's starting to get pretty hot. Everything's kind of mixing a little bit. Got an 8-ounce package of chopped pecans. Put these in here. It's just about time to pull these sweet potatoes out of the oven. We're just going to cook these for a couple minutes. And then we're going to put it on top of our sweet potatoes. Okay, so I cooked this for about 3 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn this off. And when our sweet potatoes come out of the oven here in a minute, we're going to top them. Alright, so now our sweet potatoes were in the oven for 15 minutes. We're going to top them with our pecans. I could set some of these aside for a snack, but that would be kind of greedy on my part. Top this. Now I'm just using pecans. But if you wanted to, probably in the last 10 minutes or so of cooking, you could throw a couple of marshmallows on top of there and melt that in there. But I'm not really a big fan of the marshmallows. Anyway, we're going to put this in the oven for about 30 minutes. Okay, so I said I was going to let this cook for about 30 minutes, but I checked at the 20-minute mark and it was really close. And I checked again at the 25-minute mark, and man, look at these pecans. They are just exactly what I want. I should let this sit on the counter, kind of cool down a little bit, but with the smells that are in the room right now, there's no way I can wait to try this. I just gotta try it right now. See how soft that is? If you let that firm up a little bit, it's better. Oh yeah, look at there. Oh.